Oh, that was weird. Okay, I think it's good. Maybe? Beep boop boom. Throw some dumplings on top and you've got yourself a deal. What kind of dumplings? I'm gonna go speak to Caden now.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Personal crap. Not interested. I'm listening.
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
Shepard, how informal. Are you concerned for me?
Is this a personal observation, Caden?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
We're gonna make him spell it out.
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data.
Oh,
she's a very interesting
there's a rumor
lady.
going around.
Not to my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Oh, really, Caden? Clearly, you have never experienced blue.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
What should we say? We just be like, I don't need this clingy aggravation. Nah, I'm here.
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Bad experiences?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
It went well.
Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Yeah, that would do it.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. I mean, hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Oh, you had bad ones?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father. When I told him my dad wasn't in the war, he'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
This is the part where I fix you? Wow. Wow. I mean, to be fair, like, I'm pretty sure lots of people probably think, let me fix him. I can fix him. But no. Why tell
So
me?
why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Quote unquote. Special?
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You are out of line. I mean, I don't have that many romance options in Mass Effect 1 yet. I don't really got anyone else except Caden and then Liara. So I guess we're going Caden.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
People said Garrus wasn't an option until 2. Or Garrus, sorry.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
He's worth
I've
the
wasted
wait.
enough of your time for now, Commander.
It's fine. We'll
We'll have
just
time
break
for
up with
personal
Caden
debriefings
in
later.
episode in the second one.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in
Did I
command?
say something?
Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
I mean, you put a sentient life form in front of me, I make it a decision. You know, and it's indebted to me and my kin. It's perfectly. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
Kick him in.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'm the one asking
like
the
that.
question here, Caden. Okay? I am the one asking the questions. Rude. You agree with Adrian? Just kick him? Kick him in between the legs. Oh, what's all in here? I haven't gone through my inventory in forever in this game. That's a problem. And when I say forever, I mean like a whole 2 hours.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Why is her voice so loud?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
I mean... It's not really her fault she got under his mind control, but then again, she knowingly put herself in the place to be underneath his mind control, so perhaps she did truly bring it upon herself.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
I blame Saren, and if I were you, I'd want revenge.
Nope.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Okay.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your
Me
kind
too.
always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
True. I'm very rude. That's insulting. I mean, it's not wrong.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Yeah, we're kind of like the Arachni. We just spread and take over. We infest everything. Hellos.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Not my problem.
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
Some of these answers is just like, you spied on me? Nani? Like that wasn't public knowledge or anything?
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I am pretty compelling. Yes, chat. Me or the beacon?
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
That's private. Ah, sure.
I care about Caden. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Look at her. She's like, do you want two time? Wiggly brows? Wiggly brows? Why have one when you can have two? Too much work. That's why.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is
Ooh.
very embarrassing for me, Commander.
I mean, she takes it pretty
Please,
well.
let's talk about something else.
she takes it pretty well. She's just like, this is very embarrassing. Let's change the topic of conversation, please. If only everyone could take rejection so graciously in their lives, right, chat? The world would be a better place, wouldn't it? Poor Liara.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye, Liara. You will be my best friend, though. Okay. It does, Adrian. There will be none of that going on today. No. Yeah, well, she did say, she was embarrassed, right? So probably should just ended that conversation right there. And just be like, bye, I'm out. See ya.
Commander, good to see you.
What's up, Garrus?
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have.
I think this is the
I
same.
remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Oh, maybe not.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly.
Oh my.
We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Well, obviously people had too many kidneys.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job.
Oh my.
He was hacking people up and selling their organs. The station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear.
Wait,
Turns
L-Corps?
out there was more going on than we first realized.
L-Corps? The really big slow talking elephant looking aliens were chopping people up? Oh my. Would that be organized crime? Yes. Yes, Adrian, it would be. It would be. I tried to say without a straight face. I failed.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicles.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Wait, what?
It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Wait, 4?
Somebody's making a killing out there.
They have 4 testicles. Nani?
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Interesting. Well, what was he
growing
testing?
Parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off.
You know, it's pretty smart.
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess.
Oh, never
Only
mind.
on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
That'd be awkward.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Wait, what?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
Well, we'll find him.
By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Bro, did you hear that audio difference right there?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. They
True,
wouldn't listen.
Adrian. Definitely a nut job. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
True.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I
True.
could have stopped him. That's all.
Right? Like they get to live as literal organ farms? Ew.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
All right, it's our turn.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Oh, we will find him. And we will end him. I mean, we'll say hi.